If males and females write or copy the Kshitigarbha Sutra, or teach others to write it, or to make his image, or teach others to do so, this will produce benefits greater than by the above described way. Shakyamuni Buddha continues speaking to Universal Bodhisattva. If you find persons who chant the Kshitigarbha Bodhisattva Sutra, or who have even one thought of praise of this sutra, or showing respect for him, pray persuade them by all means to persevere unremittingly in such work, never looking back. Tell them they will achieve inconceivable merits in the present and in the future. If sentient beings in the future should see visions of devils, spirits, or other forms, crying, sighing, or frightening them, they are their families in previous lives, or are in evil realms from which they are unable to emerge and are begging for benevolent acts to be done on their behalf in order that they may be relieved of their sufferings. Shakyamuni Buddha told Universal Bodhisattva, please tell those who have frightening visions to chant the Kshitigarbha Sutra before images of Buddha and Bodhisattva, and if they cannot do this themselves, they ask someone else to act for them, for 3 or 7 times. When the deceased relatives have heard the Kshitigarbha Sutra for a few times, these deceased ones will find relief and be led to salvation. Thereafter, the living ones will not again dream of the deceased relatives. If there are people of low birth, being servants of others and without freedom, please afford them to understand that they are reaping the results of bad karma from their previous existences. Tell them to repent and to pay homage to Kshitigarbha Bodhisattva from 1 to 7 days, chanting the Bodhisattva's name for 10,000 times. The resultant good merit of these people of low birth will bring them into higher birth for innumerable births, and they shall never again fall into the evil realms. If inhabitants of Jambudvipa, which is our earth, in future time shall, at the event of newly born children, cause the parents to chant the Kshitigarbha Sutra and his name for 10,000 times, then the newly born children, whether male or female, will achieve expiation or cleansing, purification, or liberation from their sins of their previous lives, and will live long and happy lives. If all those about to be born in this life have done meritorious deeds in their previous existences, their lives here will be even longer and happier. Dwellers in the Jambudvipa world, which is our world, who are guilty of such sins in their daily life, such as killing, stealing, adultery, lying, etc., are advised to chant the Kshitigarbha Sutra before images of Buddha and Bodhisattvas for 10 days within a month, such as the 1st day, the 8th day, the 14th, the 15th, the 18th, the 23rd, the 24th, and 28th, 29th, and 30th day. Once a day, there will be no suffering to yojanas of distance. It's a very long distance, square miles, and so on. East, west, north, and south. Within the family, everyone, whether young or old, will not again be born into evil realms for thousands of years. If people can chant the Kshitigarbha Sutra or the above 10 fasting days of the month, they will not suffer from sickness and will enjoy every comfort in life. That is why, Universal Bodhisattva, you ought to know that Kshitigarbha Bodhisattva has such vividly great power, and has accomplished so much to bring benefit to sentient beings in the Jambudvipa world, are closely linked to the Kshitigarbha Bodhisattva, and that is why those people hear his name or see his likeness, or hear even so much as 3 words, 5 words, 1 stanza, or 1 sentence of his teaching, will live happily and contentedly in the present birth, and will be reborn into noble families with pleasant complexion in the future for millions of rebirth. So here, nobility is a result of cause and effect. Pleasant complexion is a result of cause and effect. If a person thinks angry thoughts or makes angry faces all the time, their complexion will not be pleasant. The ability to sing, the ability to jump, all of these are karmic fruitions in the world of cause and effect. So we'll stop here today.